Where shall we go? It's a recurring question during this expedition. Bangkok seems so absurdly far away, and my brains are just cooking, trying to imagine this distance ahead of us. By starting from our own island in Europe, we gradually widen the sphere of our riding. We want to exit the continent as fast as possible and leave via Greece towards Turkey and Georgia. Tricky as it felt at the time, we had an easy crossing of Russia into the Stans, where we made our way through the deserts of Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, into the high mountains of Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan, over the Kundra Pass into Pakistan, through India into the Himalayas of Nepal. Finally, we hit the dusty roads in the dry season of the Southeast Asian countries, finishing in Bangkok. Despite our trial packing exercise, the first few meters around the island felt bulky, uncomfortable and unstable. Besides the unbalanced luggage, we noticed a positive expansion coefficient of the gear we carried. Call it luggage inflation. Each separate piece of equipment doesn't seem to carry too much weight or volume, until it all accumulates and expands in our bags. We needed to cut at least 20% of our gear. We agreed to rid ourselves of one item each day until we reached our pinnacle of minimalism. But laying it all out, we got a confronted sense of how little we carried and lived off in a year, even though it felt bulky the day we left home. We spent more than 1 year of our mortal lives on our motorbike. It feels like we're taking time for an extended holiday, insensitive to a calendar other than the seasonalities and the rising and the setting sun. We are free to roam the world, who receives us at our own risk, yet not expecting us precisely on a particular day. It is funny to me how unaware I sometimes was at the time of the significance of this freedom. And after a final comfortable stop in Brussels, we are on our own. We maneuver our machines via one of the many picturesque villages. We have traveled 200 years back in time, imagining ourselves in a painting of an old French master. Winding roads lead us past the most beautiful chateaux, churches and vineyards. Until we reach Monaco along the Côte d'Azur. At the time there were strikes in the country, so fuel was difficult to get by. And as a tax paradise, we anticipated petrol would be cheaper, but finding a fuel station proved more difficult than we expected. But we did find a station worth remembering.
Misschien had je toch gelijk dat het onder de grond is. Oh, wacht hier, daar links zie ik de mobile pitstop. En dan zie je daar rechts zie je de mobile pitstop. Ga maar gewoon door, ja, ga maar erin, bedienen. Maar weet je zeker dat er een tankstation is? Nou, eens kijken hoe fucking duur het is. 2,31. 2,15 volgens mij voor de goedkoopste. Het is maar voor de vibe, denk ik. Hè?
Arriving in Italy, Martine navigates us to the impressive marble quarries of Carrara. It's illustrative of my life with Martine. No matter where we are in the world, she pulls an iconic location out of her magical architectural head. All of a sudden, the detour is the main route. The first and definitely not the last detour of this journey.
Misschien moeten we allebei een klein blokje marmer onder onze stand leggen.
Dat zouden we kunnen doen.
We leave the coastal routes behind us and follow our route south through the magical Tuscany hills to take the ferry from Napoli to Sicily. Browsing the street markets of Catania, we are embraced by Italian cuisine, and we are living a comfortable life. From almost any corner in the town, the Etna is towering above us. After a rainy night, we pack our camp for the last time in Italy and search for a dry way out of the beach and head to Bari for the ferry to Greece.
Misschien moet je niet mijn pad volgen. Misschien kun je wat meer richting het strand. Hoe je wel nog deze kant op? Oh, okay. Oh, ja. Ja, iemand was ook aan het plukken. Dit stuk lijkt wel een stuk droger nu dan gisteren.